what's up you guys? Welcome to today's video. Today we are doing a little stash busting and I'm super excited to delve into this. I've got a bunch of little scrap balls from my stash and we're going to be making a bunch of puff flower earrings. I'm super excited, so with that, let's get into it. So welcome to today's video. I'm super excited to be doing some more stash busting. Technically speaking, I have been doing stash busting with everything that I make. I haven't bought any new yarn. Today we're going to be sitting down and getting through some of these super tiny little bits of scrap yarn. Making some puff flower earrings is going to be A, quick and easy, and B, super duper cute. And I'm thinking for the centers we'll either sew buttons or beads in. They're going to be super cute, they're going to be super unique and individual, and I'm really excited. So with that, let's get crafting. So my yarns are all slightly different weights. These ones are super duper thin, these ones are a little bit thicker. I've got this one, which is obviously much thicker than that, so I don't think this is going to be a one hook size fits all project. So I'm going to pull out a couple different sizes. So I've got my 2mm and my 2.5mm hook. I honestly don't know which yarn to start with. I think I'm going to start with this nice light pale yellow. I feel like this one will be really easy to find a button or a bead that matches well. So I think we're going to start with this and then we'll move into something a little more fun. I love making puff flower earrings with a variated yarn. I am particularly excited to try and make ones with this yarn. I think this yarn is so fun and I've never found a use for it in my stash. Also, look how cute my nails are. Did them myself. Love that for me. Anywho, not the point here. But I do have a nice mix of solids and variated yarn, so I think we're going to have a nice assortment. With that, let's get into crafting. Working with yarn and hook this small is always a little bit challenging to get reacclimated to, but once you get back into the flow and feel of it, it becomes pretty quick. What a cute little butter yellow puff flower. I like this. I think it's very cute. One of the nicest parts about the puff flower earrings is that you don't have to block them, so they are relatively quick to make, which is really nice. I'm going to try to make the next one a little bit tighter on the loops so they're not so floppy and spaghetti-like. Alright, so I've got this is the first one, this is the second one. I feel like the second one already looks a lot better just because this was kind of, you know, getting back into the feel of it. The backside is definitely way less spaghetti central. I'm just going to whip up another one so we have two that are a little more similar and closer, and then this one will just be my little practice flower. Alright, I'm going to whip up another one real quick. I've got my first two puff flowers done. As you can see, they are super tiny. They are super cute. I am going to focus on just making sets of 2 for now, but in the past I have done where it's like 1, 2, 3 puff flowers, which is super cute. I started working up the next color. I picked this super cute sparkly pink. I think it just looks so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love how the yarn has these slightly different shades of pink. I love the little silver strand running throughout. So I'm going to whip up another one of these pink ones. Let's whip up the next pink one. I realize now that my top is a bit distracting for filming something so tiny and small up close, and I don't want to hold the crochet all the way out here. This is very far from my body, like very far. So I'm going to whip up this puff flower and maybe change my shirt so you guys can see what's going on a little bit better, but then I will meet you back. So I've got the pink ones done. So now it's time to move on to this super fun teal with all these flecks of color in it. It's super light and the texture of it is really nice. I think this is going to make a really beautiful puff flower. As I mentioned earlier in the video, all of this yarn is my Scrappy Stash yarn. This is all yarn that's been given to me or I have had and used. 99% of it though is just random stuff that I've been given or have found at the thrift store. There was a point in time where my local thrift shop got a huge bag of things just like this. Because I'm a very regular customer at the shop, the sweet ladies who work there put it aside for me and they gave it to me. We love it when something is free 99. But yeah, I'm super excited to see how this works up, so let's make some puff flowers. I think this is going to be so pretty. Look at how cute that is. It's like a little tie-dye flower. The nicest part about a variated yarn like this is that no two things will really look the same. So I'm definitely going to make at least one more, and maybe we'll make 2 more after that. I'm not too sure yet though. Look at how cute these are. They're totally different, which I really love, but they have the same vibe. I think they are super duper cute. I'm going to make 2 more with the same exact yarn, and then we will have 2 pairs of puff flower earrings with this super fun yarn. So now I've got 2 pairs of these super cute little color changing ones. I really love the way these came out. I'm going to work them up in whatever color order I decide on, and we will just hang out and crochet for a little bit. This yarn is much thicker than what I used for all the rest of the flowers at this point, so I'm going to try to do it with my 2mm hook, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be too tight, so I may have to switch over to the 2.5, but let's give it a try with the 2. So as we can see, the size of the flower is significantly larger than all the other puff flowers. I don't think it is a bad size for an earring. I think it's pretty cute, to be honest. I'm kind of thinking for these ones I may put like a little blush or pink eyeshadow in the middle and kind of do them more like sakura flowers. I think that would be super cute. Alright, so I finished these ones. They are obviously a little larger. I honestly think this is just as cute for earrings. I really do kind of like the larger size. I think the smaller size is very sweet and dainty, and I love it for an earring. This is very simple, whereas this is a little bit more like boom, big earring. Not that it is the largest earring out there. I have made larger, I have seen larger, but it is definitely a little bit more eye-catching. So far we have enough flowers for 5 pairs of earrings, which is super exciting. I'm going to make some more puff flowers in a bunch of these different colors, and I will meet you back and we will take a look at the assortment that we have. So last night I whipped up all of these super cute flowers. Today we are going to be putting little beads on them. I'm super excited. I'm particularly excited for these ones. I put some blush in the middle and I'm going to do some little pink seed beads, and I think they're going to look like sakura flowers, which I think is super cute. So I've decided that I'm going to make sakura flowers. I think I'll do these ones kind of like sunflowers, both of these, so maybe brown beads in the middle. And the rest of them I'll do kind of fun. This one I think I am going to stack. I know earlier in the video I said I was going to keep them all single, but I just really like the way they look, so I think I'm going to stack those ones. I'm going to get all the beads and everything we need out, and then we will get to sewing. So I'm going to use some little seed beads. I think they are super cute, and they're small enough to where they're not going to take too much away from the flowers, but they'll kind of add. I'm definitely going to start with these sakura ones. I'm thinking these pretty pearly pink ones for the center, so they have a little bit of shine and pop. I think they will be perfect. So let's take a couple out. The one thing about these beads is it is so easy to make a massive mess with them, so I'm going to try to be gentle. This is just adorable. I love the way it looks. I am tempted to add more beads, but I don't want it to be too over the top. So I'm going to leave it with just the 5 beads, and now we will do the second one. It's just so cute. Alright, we've got our first pair officially beaded up. So for these cute little pink ones, I'm between these darker pink beads or these super hot pink beads. I think this pink matches the pink in the flowers just a bit too much to where you won't really see it. So I think I'm going to go with the darker ones, and then we'll have like a cute little dark center. That looks super duper. The exposure is really irritating me right now. I don't know why it looks so pale, but it is much more vibrant IRL. I really like the way this looks. I'm going to beat up the other one and then I'll meet you back. Ta-da! They look so cute. So I picked out colors for the rest of my flowers. I think they are super cute. I decided I'm going to do brown on both of these just because I didn't really like any of the other colors. For these purple ones, I'm going to go with this metallic gray. I feel like that's going to be kind of a cool vibe. And then for the multicolored teal ones, I'm really between these solid darker teal ones or these lighter shiny teal ones. I think I'm going to go with these just because I feel like the texture and the shine will be really fun. I am going to bead most of these up, and I'm going to come back and meet you guys when I'm all done. Because of course, in traditional Izzy Stitches fashion, the camera battery is going to die. I think I just need to get a new battery at this point because it's every video and I plugged it in beforehand, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm going to bead some of these up and I will meet you guys back, and then we will put all the earrings together. So as you can see, I've got them all beaded. I think they all look super cute. I honestly think these ones are probably my favorite, which is kind of crazy. Didn't think I was going to love them, but I love them. So now we're going to put all the earrings together and then we're going to wrap this video up. So I got these new earring clips. They're actually stainless steel, which I'm really happy about. I'm super excited to be incorporating a little bit higher quality materials into my earrings, particularly because I know a lot of people have jewelry sensitivities. I'm super excited to be making my earrings a little bit more friendly for everybody. I'm going to start by separating them out into silver and gold groups because some of these are definitely silver and some of these are definitely gold. Honestly, these would look really cute together too, as like a stacked pair, but I'm not gonna do that. The thing I really like about these earring hooks is that the bottom of it is actually like a little clamp. So you open it up and you can put the earring right in there and then just squeeze it closed, which is a lot easier than finagling with a million jump rings. Like, I literally don't even have to use a tool. And it's done, which I love. Oh, nuts. I just noticed that it actually matters which way you put it on, because now my earring will be dangling backwards. Well, shoot. One moment. Unfortunately, I've come to discover that no matter which way I put these on here, the earrings hang backwards. Or I guess you could say they have the great ability to twist backwards. And obviously, when you're wearing earrings, you don't want the backward side to be out, especially because the back side has like a little knot where the thread is. Like the beads are supposed to be on the front side, so that's really not fun. I don't really want to have to add jump rings to every single pair of these. I was excited about not having to add jump rings because they were all one piece and they just clip on. If it worked out that easily, it would be too easy. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go through and add jump rings. Regardless, I'm going to take a dinner break. I'm going to film the outro now so it's all done while I have some daylight, but I may come back to this later on tonight and add some jump rings in. So you will see these in my what I made in July video. I can't believe we're already getting close to the end of the month. All these earrings will be featured in that video. I think I'm going to try to make some more as well, but I think these are really cute and I like the way they're turning out. I didn't really expect that I was going to have to fuss around with the actual earring fastenings, but it is what it is. What can you do? With that, that's where we're going to end today's video. I hope you enjoyed this little stash busting earring making video. It was really good to go through and take a peek at all of my scrappy stash again, kind of see what I have in there. I do still have way too much of a yarn stash, so I think we're going to do another stash busting video soon. If you liked today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out and I love seeing when you guys like this stuff. And if you stayed till the end of the video, leave this emoji in the comments below. If you liked this video and you don't want to miss any in the future, you should definitely subscribe. We just hit 300 subscribers. I think we're at 307 right now, which I'm so thankful to each and every one of you for being here. I'd love it if you wanted to join us again next week. I upload every Monday. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!